All right, you guys, it's like 4:06 in the morning, and I'm on my way to Scottsdale right now. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to get better. I'm in a coaching program right now, and it's how I am chasing the dreams that God has given me. So that's what I want to talk about today. How to chase the dreams that are in your heart. So bear with me for just a bit here, and that's what we're going to talk about. All right, you guys, so here I am at the airport. Just trying to find a little place that is out of the way, maybe not going to be super distracting for a bunch of people around me. But I believe that today could be the most important conversation that you have, maybe that you've had in a long time. For sure, it's going to be the most important conversation you have today. The conversation is going to be a conversation, not so much with me. It's going to be a conversation that you're going to have with yourself. And I've got a few questions, and I really want you to take out a pen and paper for this. I don't want you to just fly through this or just think, hey, okay, cool, like this doesn't matter. Jed's not doing a painting. I'm not, where's the painting? I thought we were here to paint. No, I want you to just lock in for a second. Think about this with me for a second and really follow this through. I don't care where you are, where you're from, how old you are, how young you are, how much money you have, how little money you have. Like, none of that.
May I have your attention to the terminal, please? Willie Williams.
Hey,
Please
just
return
bear
to
with us.
checkpoint
Bear with
34
us,
on the
because
left-hand
I
side.
think this is the kind of conversation that we put off. We don't have these conversations. We don't think about these things, to our own detriment. So I'm just gonna start, but I want you to get out a piece of paper and a pen, and I want you to write these down. There's going to be no visual. It's going to be very straightforward, and you'll have time at the end. Like if I don't give you enough time right now to actually write everything out, it's okay. Make sure you write down the questions, and then make sure you come back and spend time actually going through them. That's what's going to matter. Okay. So the first question is this: if nothing held you back, time, money, fear, age, what dream would you admit that you really have, that you really want? What is the dream that sometimes you don't ever articulate? But if you took away every limitation, nothing could hold you back. Not time, money, age. There's nothing. What is the dream that is there? There's a lot of times we don't tell the truth about our dreams because we pre-filter everything with all the limitations. So another way to say this could be, what's the dream beneath the dream? And maybe even think about, like, if you will unlock your mind at that level, at that point, and be able to say, what's the dream beneath the dream? What like, is there a part of you that lights up? Is there a part of your soul that lights up? Okay, that's question number one. If nothing held you back, what is the dream? Here's the second question: when did you first feel this dream? Like, how long has this dream been inside you? Did you feel it a long time ago as a kid? Is it something that's more recent? sometimes we feel things pretty early. Um, I mean, yeah, I mean, I was talking with Rebecca after we had a conversation during one of the streams earlier this week, and she was talking about some dreams that she's had since she was very, very young. Just wanting to pursue. When did it originate for you, though? There's something. Okay, there's something sometimes I think that the younger us, it's like an unfiltered dream, right? And I want you to get back to whenever that dream first was there. Because this is the follow-up question with that. What did the younger you believe was possible that you've forgotten? Right? Is there a part of your dream that you used to believe you could do, but you kind of let go of? Okay, third question. Okay, if nothing held you back, this is question number one. Time, money, fear, age. What dream is there? Second question, when did you first feel this dream inside you, even maybe as a kid? And third, what is one small step you could take toward that dream in the next 7 days? It doesn't have to be big. It could be a small step. It's progress. What's one small step? What's one thing? And the reason this matters is because sometimes we get stuck because we only think in huge leaps. We only can think like, oh, it's a big dream, it's way out in front of me. But if you can think about it, what's an actionable step that you can take toward that dream? That's what we're talking about. And here's the follow-up question. If you made that one step, what would be different in how you feel about yourself and about that dream? I know sometimes we get locked in with fear, and that fear creates a cycle of thoughts in our minds that reinforces a negative mindset. And just imagine if you could take this one small step that you're gonna write out in the next 7 days. If you could take that, what would that tell you about yourself? What would that help you to feel about yourself? Okay, so number one, if nothing held you back, what's your dream? Number two, when did you first feel the dream? Number three, what is one small step you could take in the next 7 days? And number four, what's the obstacle that consistently gets in your way? What's one thing that consistently gets in your way? And it might be a self-protective kind of thing. And I'm trying to think of the best way to frame this or to talk about it, but there's a way sometimes to stop looking at the obstacle as the greatest enemy, and to maybe be thankful for that part of you that wants to be protected or something, but to acknowledge it and to move past it. Like, if you thank that part of yourself for trying to keep you safe, what would you be free to do next? Like, if you kind of like acknowledge it and go like, yeah, and I get it. Like, if I was just really pursue that dream, like, we'd have to let go of this, I'd have to, man, people might think this about me. They might say this about me, or I might have to wake up earlier, or I might not have to be, and I might have to give up a little bit of comfort or whatever it is, right? But if you acknowledge it and thank that part of yourself that's like, hey, just play it safe, just take it easy. And if you actually just acknowledge it, say, hey, thank you. I get why you're doing this, but it's, and I appreciate that you want to keep me safe, inner self, but I'm not playing that game right now, and we're going to move past this. How would that free you just to just kind of like acknowledge it, but not be limited by it, right? So, what's the big dream that if nothing held you back, you'd pursue? When did you first feel the dream? What is one small step you could take in 7 days? And what's that inner obstacle? What's that obstacle? How can you acknowledge it? And then 5, last question. If you chose courage instead of fear for just one moment today, what would you do? Let me repeat that. If you chose courage instead of fear today, what would you do? It doesn't have to be, again, it doesn't have to be everything. We're talking about just choose one moment, choose courage. It's a decision. What would choosing courage look like? Really practically get down into the nitty gritty of this. And we're just choosing one moment today. Just one thing today. What does it look like today to choose courage? Yeah, we don't have to get to the end today. You can't predict everything that's going to happen. All you can do is make one decision at a time. One courageous decision at a time. So those are the questions. I want you to write them down. I want you to write down your answers. I want you to stop and think about this. What is the dream? Right? If there was nothing that held you back, what is the dream? When did you first feel the dream? What is one small step you can take in the next 7 days? What's the obstacle and the part of your inner person that you can just acknowledge and thank? Just to kind of like get that out of the way. And number 5, if you chose courage instead of fear for just one moment today, what would you do? Guys, I believe in you. I believe that your dreams matter. And you are the sole guardian of your dream. You're the only one who really knows it deep down inside. You're the only one who can actually take action on it and pursue it. And I want you to believe. How much can you believe in yourself today? How much can you believe? Our minds, you're your own worst enemy. I'm my own worst enemy. When we can move past the fear and the wrong thinking into a different place of belief, we will move forward. We will be able to chase the things that are in our hearts. But again, that is one small decision at a time, one courageous step at a time. That's how the world changed. That's how your world's changed. That's how my world changed. My decision to go on this trip came at 10:45 last night. I packed my bags. I slept for 2 hours. And the whole reason was because I need to take action. Like, things don't change unless things change. If you don't break the patterns that you're in, if you don't break the way that you're thinking, like, you need to scratch that record that spins around in your head. You need to scratch it so that it can't play anymore, so that you can put on a different record. You can put some different thoughts in your mind. And that's what I want to encourage you with today. Honestly, I know that you guys have, I'm probably further, or you're probably further along than me in a lot of these things. Yeah. And if something's in your mind, I encourage you to share it. Write it in the chat. You guys, I want you to know you're loved and believed in. I just wish you the very best today. And see you guys next week. Adios.